What's up, Ice Kingdom? I'm Luke. That's Ryan. Today we're going to go over our top 10 albums of 2025. Just a warning, these are very opinionated and we haven't heard every album of 2025. So this is our own personal list of what we like and what we listen to. Just keep that in mind.
Nail on the head there. I have not listened to everything that came out this year, but I think we both got some pretty good lists.
Our lists are very different. We have very different tastes. So we'll start with our honorable mentions first, and then we'll go into our top 10 list.
All right, so we did 6 honorable mentions here. I tried to give it some variety of different things I've listened to this year. I do want to give one caveat with these honorable mentions. We did allow EPs in our honorable mentions. EPs will not be on the albums list. Speaking of which, my first honorable mention, Talk 1 by 3. This is an EP that came out this year. Super cool Daria core, electronic, experimental kind of sound. If you're into like Leroy or just Daria core in general, you will like this project. Super underrated artist. You put me on, so shout out. Number 2, Evangelic Girl is a Gun by Yule. Yule's been making some really cool, like experimental ambient pop stuff the last few years, especially with Serotonin 2. But this kind of sees her going more of a guitar direction. Still very similar to like the sound that people are familiar with when it comes to her, but she did a good job. Didn't quite make the top 10, but
very distorted guitars in that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Doo I took a doo. Number 3, unmusique, Lucy Bedroque. We did a review to this on our channel and reaction. If you want to check it out, will be linked in the description. This project, super cool, experimental, kind of rage adjacent underground hip hop sound. You know, if you're familiar with some of those other artists, you'll like this, but Lucy really kind of, I don't know, there's a unique sound to this project. It kind of stands on its own, but fits in that category. Next one, fancy that, Pink Pantheress. This is super cool. Everybody has probably heard this one out of everything on this list. Really great, just like pop UK garage album. You know, some bangers like Stateside, like Illegal, like Tonight. Really good project. If you somehow haven't heard it, listen to it. A lot of catchy, good stuff on there. Number 5, Stardust, Danny Brown. I'm going straight to hell. Another one we did react to. Super cool project. Very ambitious. You know, it has like definitely its imperfections, but I think what I appreciated most about it is that he really went ambitious and experimental. Super stacked feature list, and definitely different than most of his other work. Lastly, Vanisher Horizon Scraper by Quadeca. This was a recent listen, just a couple weeks ago. I listened to it for the first time, squeeze it in for the video. Super cool concept album. Honestly, not a ton of replay value, but that's okay for what it is. It's something that I really enjoyed just listening straight through and appreciated for like the storytelling that it had and just the idea in general. If you like some of his other work, you'll like this too.
Yeah, it's a pretty good honorable mentions list, gotta say.
Okay,
there are some projects on here I didn't enjoy as much as others. I'll just leave it at that.
Leave it at that?
Yep. Leave it at that. Okay. My honorable mentions are right there. For mine, it is quite literally just 11 to 16. I didn't care to try to like shout anyone out. It's just, if I rated it high, I rated it high. This didn't end up actually being 11 to 16 just because of the stipulation we put where EPs couldn't be on the main list. Otherwise, some of these would be in my top 10, such as my first one, Talk 1 by 3. I rated this like a 9.1. It's just really, really damn good Darkcore EDM. There's no filler at all. Just go check it out if you haven't. Very underrated. Next up, Cluecore 2 by Cluely.
Forgive myself 100 times.
This one is also Daria core, so if you just like that chaotic ADHD EDM, check that one out. This one has some insane drops. There's like 5 beat switches on every song. It's crazy production. It's just a cool listen. Cluecore 2.1, I rated a 8.4. That would be on the list if we let EPs in. Next up, Half Blood by Slayr. This one we also did react to on our channel if you want to watch that. So it's a pretty recent listen for me. I've known Slayr for a little bit, but I just haven't listened to this one until recently. And since listening, I do come back to it quite a bit. Pretty good. Rated it a 7.7, so pretty high.
Shout out Wall, bro.
Shout out Wall. What a great producer. Next up, I have Atlantis by Serena. Not even English, but it's just really good Eurostep, kind of clubby, understated club music, kind of. So it's easy to dance to. Really good vibe. Check that one out. I rated that one a 7.7 also. Next up, after EP2. That is like indie type of music. So if you like that, I'd go check it out. I'm not super familiar with them. I just listened to this one on a whim and I enjoyed it. So it made the list. Rated that one a 7.5. And last up, we got Can't Lose My Soul by Annie and the Caldwells. This one is the complete wild card. This is like soul music, like just straight praise God music. But she has a really good voice. It's very good soul music at that. Really good harmonies, good progression throughout it. Rated that one a 7.5 also. So if you want something different to listen to, go check that one out.
I didn't expect to see soul music on this list. That's cool.
Yeah.
Love the EPs, like the variety, good picks. Some I don't recognize. About half of them actually, but yeah.
Okay, you the hardest. Top 10 albums. This is just 6 through 10. So let's just go right into it.
Number 10, Headlights by Alex G.
I'm not scared.
Yeah, so this, like some of the honorable mentions and some other ones on this list that we'll get to, this was a last second cram for me. Just the last few weeks, I gave this the first listen. I had listened to Oranges previously. That is still my favorite song on the project. But if you like Alex G and that kind of indie alt, mellow, melancholic sound he has, kind of quirky, really beautiful songs, good songwriting. He's got a unique but good voice. Yeah, I mean, I would check this out. I quite liked it.
I actually have not listened to this one, which all of your honorable mentions I've listened to. So I'd be surprised on this one. I might need to go check it out. So number 10 for me, If Not Winter by Wisp. So this whole project, it is just very clean shoegaze. The lyrics and the vocals are not like the main focus for me. It's more just the atmosphere and the very like spacey guitars. So it just creates a really cool soundscape to it. Nice chill. I will say a lot of the songs start to blend together. There's definitely a formula to this, which is why it's not higher up on the list. I gave it a 7.9 because a lot of the songs do sound very similar. But if you like that shoegaze sound, that's not gonna be an issue for you. You're just gonna like all of it.
Like this pick. Great album. Serpentine. What was it? Breathe On To Me that you just played. Great songs. Number 9, Star by Two Hollis. Banger. Yeah, when I was crafting this list, I'm like, what have I actually listened to probably the most this year? And it was Two Hollis. So definitely made my list. Not a perfect album, but super cool. Like if you like that electronic, I mean, he's pretty heavy leaning electronic nowadays with his current sound, but he definitely has his own style. Tons of bangers, tons of replay value. I'd recommend songs like Tell Me, Nice, Flash, Safe's a good one. That's a more chill one. Very energetic with a few exceptions. Like, fuck, what is that song called? With the exception of Eldest Child and Safe.
I don't know. Eldest Child's kind of lit. Eldest Child. I'm the eldest child.
Hell yeah. A solid album. I listened to it a lot.
It's a good pick. This one really grew on me over time. First time I heard it, I was like, ugh, I don't know about this. But I have gone back to it. There's still a decent amount of skips though, in my opinion.
I was gonna say, what's your number 1 song on this?
Nice.
Is it Nice?
Not even close,
Okay.
yeah. I will say the highs of this are like very high, but the lows of it are, whoa, they're rough. For me, personally.
There are lows, but I don't think they're that crazy.
Number 9 for me, Euro Country by CMAT, or CMAT. Hey, so this album for me was kind of a wild pick for me because it does lean into the country elements, as you can tell from the title, but it's kind of like a Chappell Roan, but more country. And I don't know how that happened because as far as I know, CMAT is like Irish. I don't know how country landed on her radar, but cool mix of pop and country to me, and solid the whole way through. There's some really banger songs like Ready. That one's my top. 365 or Tree 65. That one's really good. When a Good Man Cries is really good. Honestly, it's just solid the whole way through. There's not just any explicit skips. I rated it, I think, an 8.0. There's an 8 flat.
Yeah. And I'm gonna expose us here a little bit. We did actually record this before, but some of the audio was cut out. But when I first listened to the snippet when we first recorded it, my brain went to like a country or a folk version of Chapel Roan. And then you said that, I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's perfect. But I haven't listened to the project, you know, that was just a first impression. But we're gonna still fake and pretend like everything's a first reaction though. Oh my God.
You're number 8?
I didn't see it coming. Number 8, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams. Throw on some YB, bro. Hey, all right. Yeah, I like this pick. We did do a reaction on the channel to this one already. So if you want to, go ahead and check that out. Super cool. I mean, I've always liked Hayley Williams, Paramore. It's cool to see her do another solo project. And I really like what she did with this one. It's, you know, it's got her incredible vocals and songwriting that, you know, she's always had, but it's a different sound than Paramore. It's more uniquely her, more kind of, I would say, melancholic and like quirky in her ways. No, but like some bangers I would say would be Parachute, the title track that we just played, vibey track like Dream Girl and Shibuya. Definitely a good listen if you like Hayley Williams or Paramore.
Yeah, this is just a solid project. I will say it stagnates in the middle a little bit for me, but it's a little bloated, but still, there's no just straight up skips. It's solid the way through.
Yeah,
it's good pick. Except for me, got Revenge Seekers by Jane Remover. So this project for me, it hits the hype album that I want for the year. It has straight bangers like Dream Flasher, Psycho Boost, Dancing with Your Eyes Closed. Personally, I really like Star People also, which was just playing. But the reason it's not higher up is I think there are still some songs that go too experimental. Ones like Dark Knight Castle, that one to me just didn't land. Experimental Skin didn't land for me. But this one has some of the highest highs on the list. If you've seen our top 20 songs, you'll know there's a specific song on here that I really enjoy.
It's true.
Very solid project. I rated this one an 8.1.
Okay, I like this pick for certain reasons. Maybe we'll see in the future.
Next up,
number 7 for Melancholy Brunettes by Japanese Breakfast. Ever since she dropped Jubilee a few years ago, that's how I first found her. I was like, okay.
She was in a Jubilee video?
She was in a Jubilee video.
She was in a Pop the Red Balloon If You Don't Want Me video.
Actually, you know, I don't even know if it's just her. It's probably a full band, to be honest. So it's not Sell It Short here. But that was a really good album. And so when this came out, it was, you know, no doubt I was going to check it out. It's to me, it's on this list because it's a very consistent album. There's no songs that I truly dislike. If I had to pick some highlights, though, I would say Mega Circuit, like we just played, Picture Window, Honey Water, Orlando in Love. You know, there's lots of good picks here. But if you're into like that indie kind of folk, kind of pop sound, this would probably be right up your alley.
Yeah, this is a good pick. These songs, for me, they just hit that niche of just nice, mellow, chill out music.
Yeah, for a certain vibe, right? When you want to chill. I gotta do a performative segment. Hold on. I got a book right here. Just finished this today. Shout out Japanese Breakfast and my matcha. I know this performative shit's dead.
Following up to your performative pick, my number 7, A Matter of Time by Leve.
Perfect segue.
So this one just hits the perfect niche of pop and jazz mixed for me. I am a huge Leve fan. I will admit it. Whatever. For me though, there's no just straight up skips on this. It's just solid the whole way through. There's like 4 songs on it that I give a 10 out of 10 for the year. That's just saying something already. There's bangers on it like Tough Luck, Castle in Hollywood I really like, Lover Girl. It's just clean the whole way through. Really well written. Well, not even produced because it's a lot of just strings, jazz, guitar work. It's not really needed when you have her voice. So if you want some really nice, just chill music, check out this album. Matter of Time, I gave an 8.1.
Yep, you were on it before it was performative.
Yeah, I was pre-performative.
Little Polynesian sauce in my pants, bro. Now it goes. All right, number 6, Peak Experience by Sydney Sprague.
Polynesian sauce in my pants.
You ever just shoot a little Polynesian or hot mustard, bro? Ropes of hot mustard.
Yeah.
Another last second pick. I crammed this in the last few weeks. Honestly, transparently, I just saw a bunch of critics and stuff put it in their list, and I'm like, all right, it's probably good. So I listened to it, and indeed it was. If you like that alt indie sound, this is for you. If your name starts with a J, this is for you. Shout out A Damn Killer. You know what I'm saying? In all seriousness now. Fuck.
If your name starts with a J, the Polynesian sauce is for you.
Bags, bro. We shooting Polynesian sauce in 2026. You know what it is. In all seriousness, this project's got really good songwriting. She's got a great voice. If I had to pick some songs, maybe Fairfield or Critical Damage. Super underrated artist and album.
I've never even heard of this before you, so I'm gonna have to go check it out. And I like the little snippet that played, so I will be checking this one out. Number 6 for me, Pyramino Pop by Sophie Ellis Bextor. It hits the perfect spot between like Dua Lipa and almost like a Magdalena Bay, where it's like, it's synth pop, just very good bass lines, very catchy hooks, just very danceable music. You're not going to be like analyzing the lyrics or anything, but that's not what it's for. Yeah, there's not much else to say. It's just really good bass lines, really good synth pop.
Yeah, I mean, from that snippet, it sounded really fun.
I gave this one an 8.2.
High five.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, number 5, Gravedigger Mountain, NBA Youngboy.
I'm gonna confuse the out of people that are just listening.
Number 5, Getting Killed by Geese.
The actual number 5.
The actual one. Sorry, YB.
When I picture that song, I picture like a street performer band where they're like hitting buckets.
That's a crazy fucking call, dude. Oh my god. Future music video idea, dude. We need homeless dudes banging buckets, bro. That'd be tough. Low cameo. Yeah, no, this was a cool project, and I'm sure if you're watching this and you've seen all the other lists that come out, Geese is in me. Geese is in every single list, but you know what? I think it deserves it. So it's going in my number 5. We reacted to this one. It is super impressive, like brilliant, ambitious indie rock album, kind of bringing a sound back that hasn't been super popular as of late, at least as much as it used to be. Truly making their own sound with it, you know, indie experimental rock. Not my typical style, but still has a lot of like catchy and replay value places, and a lot more places that focus more on interesting progressions and doing something different. So it's a good balance. If you want something catchy, Taxes is good. My favorite, Long Island City, Here I Come, great crescendo, perfect outro song. Cobra's a fun listen. Trinidad, you know, he screams about a bomb in his car. Super cool overall. You know, I still need to spend more time with it.
Buckets and Bongos, the album.
Yeah, we gotta start a band, bro. Buckets and Bongos.
This project, it's very cool. A lot of ear candy going on. Very unstructured songs. It's a fun listen. And you like the last song just because it says Here I Come in the name.
Like I said earlier, we shooting Polynesian all year, dog.
Next up, number 5 for me, Wolf by Tonser.
One Hollis.
We got 1.5 Hollis here. Very clean EDM. That was a joke, by the way. He does have his own sound. But it does hit that nice EDM rap, electro flash type of sound. This one I think is way more cohesive than Star, which is why I liked it personally. It has way more, I don't know, like transitions and stuff throughout it. And it also explores a little more into like the dubstep side of stuff, which I really enjoy. Very cool drops, good use of like super synths or super souls and synths and everything. Very clean album.
I don't think I've given him enough credit, and I've only listened to a few songs. I've always seen him as One Hollis. Yeah. But you know what? He's got some really good songs on this project from the ones I've heard. So yeah, I do really like this pick, and I need to listen to this thing in full.
Yeah, I think I gave it an 8.4. It's pretty good.
Oh my god. Duplicate. Number 4, Revenge Seekers by Jane Remover. Banger. So far, this is our only overlap on the list. Revenge Seekers, banger of an album, tons of replay value, very chaotic, experimental, like rage mixed with EDM kind of sound, you know, leaning into all sorts of sounds as Jane does. If you're a fan of Jane and you haven't listened to this, which if you are a fan, you've listened to this. Some of my favorite songs would be like Psycho Boost, JR, Dream Flasher. It's very visceral when you listen to it. This makes me want to get impaled by a stop sign. It's just, that's what we rocking with.
Obviously, I also like this one. You just put it on your list with my reheated nachos. Shout out, hi mine.
Copy your swag a little bit, bruh.
Next up, number 4 for me, From the Pyre by The Last Dinner Party. Okay, so this one lands in that really cool space, kinda indie rock type of thing, but they have their own twist on it. There's some really good songs to start it out, like Agnes Die and Count the Way. So they just start out the album really good, and then there's some really high highs. For me personally, Rifle, like a 10 out of 10. If you saw our top 20 songs, you will know about that. Yeah, it's just really good indie rock. Go check it out. There's really good fills, really good vocals, everything's clean.
Yeah, I got to listen to that song on the top 20 list. Great song. Haven't listened to the rest of the album, but that snippet sounded pretty cool too.
Yeah, if you like that, you'd probably like the rest of the album. I gave it an 8.5.
Okay, number 3, Eusexua by FKA Twigs. Yeah, so this pick was the last of the ones that I kind of squeezed in last second. Really listened to it for the first time 3 weeks ago or so. Super cool project though. Definitely blew me away on the first listen more than I thought it would. It falls into like that understated ambient dance EDM leaning sound. Super cool. You know, some of the highlights would be like Sticky. Honestly, I haven't really fleshed out my highlights on this. You've given it such a high spot on the list.
You were just drooling on yourself while listening.
I did add every single song with this one. But she's got a great voice, very creative, good songwriting, really beautiful production. That's what stood out to me the most, was the production. And honestly, the fact that I made this number 3 after not even 3 weeks, very happy to put it there. I like this pick.
This one I'm a little stumped on because I can see why people like it, but it just did not click with me at all. Gave it like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Not for me, but if you like that sound, go check it out. My number 3, I'm not going to try to say the name of it. BTMF by Bad Bunny. So this project for me, going into it, I already liked Bad Bunny. I'll say it. I love Bad Bunny. Very danceable music. I like Latin music. I like Latin drums. And so I already had high expectations of this, and then it still just kind of like elevated those, blew past them. This is just the whole way through made to be progression filled and made to dance to. There's not a single dull moment on the entire album. It starts off really strong with like Nueve Yol, Voy Volatar PR. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say these words. I just listen to the music.
White boy of the year, bro.
And then the last 4 songs on this album might be the strongest end to an album I've ever heard. It's just like a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 at the end. It is pure peak, incredible. Yeah, the whole way through, just great music.
Yeah, I mean, this is on my to-do list in terms of listening, so I'll be around to it shortly. But everything I've heard, whether it's people's reviews or snippets, very good. And it's outside of the style of what I usually listen to.
As far as I know, also, I think he was the first person to ever have a salsa song in the top 5 on Billboard, which is crazy cool. That's aura right there.
Salsa back, bro. He's bringing salsa back.
Shout out Bad Bunny, dude.
Shout out Polynesian sauce, bro.
Yeah. I gave this one an 8.7.
All right, number 2, Coconut by OK Lou.
I like Blade going, yeah, for the night in the background.
When Blade starts moaning out of key, bro, my life is complete. Yo, we need to do a Blade reaction on this channel at some point.
Blade Polynesian sauce reaction.
Okay. Crazy mythical pool there. If you watch the songs list, you understand why this is up here. Got a couple on there. It's just a banger, and it honestly follows the theme of Eusexua in the fact that it has that ambient, understated dance EDM kind of sound. Some highlights I would say would be Take Me by the Hand, would be ICT, would be Blade Bird, would be Choke Enough. This is another one you know, like the Two Hollis one, like the Jane one, that was heavy in replay value for me all year, especially considering it came out so early in the year. So I've spent a lot of time with this one, very confident with this pick. If you're into that sound, I have no doubt you'll like this.
And going off of that, I will say I did not like this too much.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Yeah, we have very different tastes. I gave it like a 6.5 out of 10. It's not like bad, but it just didn't capture me the same way as you.
That's how I've seen any list I've seen. It's either like high up or it's not there. So it's very much a sound that some people like and some people don't.
Either you like it or you don't. Insane.
Yeah, I'm a philosopher, bro.
Okay, number 2 for me, Halo on the Inside by Circuit des Eaux. So this project, going into it, I had no idea what to expect other than the cover of it looked cool to me. And then I was blown away because it is just the weirdest mix of dark, like synthwave almost, with these really just opera type of vocals, these really just grand vocals. And so it just hits this niche that I've never heard anywhere else. The first 3 songs of it are like the strongest opening to an album I've ever had. The beginning of this is like a 10 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. The first 3 songs are incredible. Just start the soundscape off really strong. And this album front to back, I feel like you could take this album as a whole, drop it into like a indie psychological horror film, and it's just a soundtrack and it just works. Like it transports you to a different soundscape and is like the most atmospheric album I've ever listened to. It's crazy. It's incredible.
Yeah, everything you've shown me of this project is super cool. It definitely has a unique soundscape that would fit like a movie. I like this play.
Yeah, I think I gave this one an 8.8, so very high.
Can you Photoshop a clip art hot dog going into my mouth?
Nope.
Number 1, I Love My Computer by Nina Geraci. Oh man, banger. Again, if you've seen the songs list, you know. Wow, this project was super cool. Banger after banger, really energetic, electronic, leaning even in some elements of dubstep at certain points. It uses like a lot of fills too throughout the project to keep it super like engaging. You know, the fucking retention maxing right here. This is what we need, bro.
TikTok brain.
TikTok brain, bro. You know, given that it's a number 1, it isn't a perfect track list to me, but the highs are so high to me that it just carries. And basically, I think I listened to this in September. The last 3 months, I mean, this is definitely my most played project in the last 3 months by far. Such a cool project. I'm really interested in seeing what she does in the future because this is the first time I've heard of her. But yeah, if you want some song recommendations, Info Hazard, iPod Touch, Battery Death, Delete, London Song, F My Computer. Love this one.
Bust real quick, call that TikTok brain.
Ooh, little freestyle?
Okay, yeah. Well, this one, pretty solid project. It's just really good EDM, really good fills. If you like EDM music, even just a little bit, I would check it out because you will probably come away from this with at least a couple songs added. It's pretty good.
And honestly, shout out to her for the visuals. Album cover sick. Music videos are sick. Say goodbye, boy. Say goodbye, boy. Say goodbye, boy.
Number 1 for me, Xavier So Based special remix. Seriously, number 1 for me, real, is Woman of Faces by Celeste.
DJS.
Okay, this one, her voice is insane, incredible. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a mix between Adele and Amy Winehouse. I've said that before, but I'll stand by it. It has the raspiness that you would want while still having the presence that you'd want. And so it just captures your attention right away. When it works, it really, really works. You got some bangers on there, like On With The Show, This Is Who I Am. You got Time Will Tell's really good. This entire project does a really good job of keeping enough progression with the strings and pianos and like the jazz orchestra type of vibe, but letting it breathe enough where her vocal is still the main selling point of the songs, and it just works so well.
Yeah, I get Adele vibes from her. Movie soundtrack, Skyfall kind of thing, like, but her own thing, and she's got a stunning voice. Very cinematic music.
Very, very cinematic. I think I gave this one a 9.2 out of 10, which is very high for me.
Crank that, Zave.
So yeah, there's our top 10 lists. There's 1 through 5 on the screen if you want to see it again. But yeah, if you agree with us, disagree with us, have your own list, drop it in the comments. Yeah, once again, this is very opinionated. Our bad for not listening to everything. Like, subscribe. Ice Kingdom out.
I'm at Polynesian Sauce 2026.